You're right about that thing about he was trying to make a statement about the trainer,
trying to show
about what I've made so many changes, and obviously, where's Mark Tibbs watching this fight?
Mark Tibbs, listen.
Yo, look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting, 12 round unanimous ting, casual fans on the analyst ting, that ain't KG and Travis's ting, that's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox, do it on points, jab your head off, who tried to say that AJ fell off, must have never had Nigerian tell off.
What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated Podcast.
The only podcast with two undefeated fighters.
Chatting it up. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Leave
Everything.
a comment. Come on.
Do it right now. Turn on your notifications, yeah? So you get to watch this immediately. Do all the stuff to make this blow. Do you know what I mean? If you're in the car right now, toot your horn. You see if you come to a roundabout,
lean on it.
Third exit. I don't care where you're going, just take the third exit.
Turn right.
That's it.
Basically.
Yeah?
I just...
Let's, bro.
What's your tail of the tape, fam?
G, I'm 0-0. But you already know. When that guy fights me, you already know what time it's getting.
Come on, bro.
He's got to go, fam. He ain't winning. But we're not talking about that because there's important things to talk about.
Important things,
so
bro.
Quickly, I'm going to come to you.
Yeah.
What is your tail of the tape?
2-0, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. 50% knockout rate. Dynamic punch power.
Yeah.
Outrageous results.
Come on.
What can I say?
Half the man then that came in the ring with you.
Left on their backs.
Let's go. All right, so...
But this week, it's a special week.
Can we do a round of applause for boxing, please?
Boxing is back! Oh, we missed you. Oh, we missed you.
Whoa, boxing.
Okay, maybe we should have made it more specific. The type of boxing that we care about is back! No disrespect to fight camps. No disrespect to the other weeks of fight camp.
Everything, yeah.
But let's be real. I'll be real. It wasn't moving me like how this weekend did.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
pulse.
bro.
Oni, we're not even gonna. You lot know what you're here for this week.
Oh, listen.
You lot know what you're here for.
This is why they come here, bro.
Listen.
Come on.
You lot know what you're here for, and you understand that, like, other weight boxing doesn't do.
It doesn't
what
do
happened,
this.
What happened the other day?
It doesn't do what.
It doesn't do this.
The heavyweight
you
division.
see that look when you see when you're sitting in shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think only heavyweight boxing can do that. You know.
I just
when total shock and amazement, and he say, "How? How's this happened?" Do you see what I'm saying, bro?
When people say that's heavyweight boxing, that's what they friggin' mean,
That's
bro.
what they mean.
Listen.
This is why we need this. The big guys, when the big guys get in the ring, yeah, it's devastation. Total devastation. Don't put money down because you don't know which way it's going to go. You know, when I watched the knockdown, and we're not going to get into it now, but I thought about Leonard Ellaby.
No.
You know, he goes,
say no chance. Anybody got a chance.
Say no chance.
Hey,
He had the lovely glasses. He said, I was watching and I thought, Leonard Ellaby. He told me this from before time. This is anyone's got a chance in boxing.
I know.
In heavyweight boxing, anything is possible.
Can't say no chance.
Can't say no chance. With the greatest expensive glasses, bro. Those glasses.
You know when the glasses are sitting down mad low on the nose bridge, and it's like, are you even looking through them, big man? Like,
wait, let's play a game of how much you reckon they cost.
How much you reckon they cost?
Leonard Ellaby's glasses. Remember, he's in the money cap.
Leonard Ellaby's glasses probably cost $10,000.
10,000. Do you know I'm gonna
Nah, actually no. It might surprise us and to be like 2,000.
It can't be. Those glasses with a tint.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe you stay that rich by not making stupid spending.
But he's in the money camp though.
Then it's $10,000. Custom-made Egyptian fabrics from the tombs of Tutankhamun. That's why the comfortable bit on the nose bridge.
Yeah. Nah, listen, shout out Leonard Ellaby though.
For real.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna say a bit more than you, just to that guy. I'm gonna go 11,000.
11,000,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Comment section if you want.
Nah, you know what? Let us know, please.
He better not come back with some cheap Vision Express price though. I want to hear raw numbers.
He
fam.
said $38.99.
Let's make it look good. Do you know what I mean?
I wear cheap well. All right. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Let's get into the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
From the last episode before we get into it.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we've got one from Jeremiah Victor.
Jeremiah.
He goes, can I also point out that results like the fight on Saturday shouldn't be wouldn't be as shocking if all the top contenders always fought each other and didn't take lesser fights to keep their records padded.
I love that comment.
Very, very
I love that comment. Jeremiah Victor,
big up.
Right now, he's looking like he's won a few rounds. I'm saying in the comment section right now, he looks like someone has to take him.
He's put points in the bank.
So right now, he's the champion, and I'm looking for and the new.
He got the jab going. He got the jab going
Cool,
in the comment section.
Let's go. I'm going to go... I can't say this. Birich Sebastio. That's as close as I can read to that. I nearly became that if I was that guy. Until I was actually there to back it. Great pod. Yeah, because everyone's been that. If I was their guy.
If I was there, you lot should have called me.
Cool, wicked.
All right. This is IA. Enjoyed fight camp. Very competitive fights. I think Hearn now has the influence and power to make British boxing like the UFC. For example, he could just tell Boatsy to fight yard, Craig Richards, Callum Johnson, or fuck off, and repeat across his whole stable. Yeah, that's
real.
That's not gonna happen.
No.
I wouldn't even want to see someone like with Hearn having all that power. I don't want one person to have all that power. Not specific to Hearn. I just don't want anyone. You don't like the UFC model, so it's never gonna be. Yeah. But then it's funny because then it contradicts because when you wrote the message that you put out on the undefeated thing, it was like, this is what we want, though. Yes, but you know what I mean? You got to remember, those guys are very heavily underpaid. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't want that model for anyone. So you're just thinking about the thing of the fighter, basically. Yeah, I mean, I want to get the exciting fights, but I'd like the exciting fights that happen under the same conditions that boxers are still kind of getting money. Getting paid. They're getting paid what they deserve. Boxers union, bruv. Yeah, innit? That's what they got to do, bro. All right, cool. So we got... I'm just tired of seeing old fighters broke. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We got Corey Sin. Fam, when I tell you I look forward to this pod coming out every week, I'm not lying. Jeez. You man are great. Jeez. I went from listening on Spotify to being forced to watch on YouTube to make sure I'm fully experiencing the jokes. Side note though, can never really hear what man in the background saying, so if possible, he needs a mic. Or you can repeat him to or he has to repeat, yeah? Other than that, keep being consistent. I'll always be a fan. Spud. You, for real. I want to see it underneath because I like that comment still, but it's that's the interim champ right now. Interim champ. Yeah, we're gonna see how the comment sections go and we'll see how it builds. Jeremiah Victor again. Let's go, Jeremiah Victor doing a soul star right now. Trust me, because I told you he put some early rounds in the bank with the jab. He's coming in. I've typed this comment in preparation for the next episode that you talk about Whyte. Thinking in advance, you know. This is heavyweight boxing, and the slander I am hearing from boxing fans about Whyte is disgraceful. Whoa. You cannot win with some boxing fans. Any fighter that takes back-to-back hard fights is eventually going to stumble in boxing. Styles make fights, and he was just caught with a great uppercut from Povetkin, which Povetkin specializes in. But now, according to fans, Whyte is a bum and was overrated. Never. They make me sick. Would I bet Whyte against Fury or Joshua? No. But did he and still does have a good chance? Yes, of course. And now Fury fans are piling up even more like Fury's invincible. A man who's been dropped 7 times. At this point, I'm thirsting for Joshua to knock Fury the F out. However, I'm still in my feelings from watching the KO last night. That was heartbreaking. But this is boxing and Whyte will come again. I love how he addressed his feelings. He addressed his emotions. My only concern is the chance that Whyte should maybe compromise because those type of knockouts take something out of fighters. But I do hope this is not the end for Whyte. I still favour him for the rematch, but not by a lot, as the fight was his before the uppercut landed. Probably 51-49 in Whyte's favour. P.S. Whyte and AJ could never get away with facing the competition Fury's faced. I don't know why Fury fans are bigging up the Wilder win if they think he's a bum. The hypocrisy. Wait, okay, you have to try your best. Don't respond to that until we. Don't worry. But that comment right there, has got the comment section shook, bro. He's the new. It looks like that's the new. He just made a play for the championship right there. And the new. Let's go. What else we got? I love the long ones that you have to read out because when my dyslexia kicks in, it gets nuts. This is one for me. JP, nah. Travis, that Klitschko impression was spot on. Got you, bro. This one's from Not Applicable. I'm not black, I'm Asian, and have been listening to hip-hop since the 2000s. Here we go. I'm a big fan of a lot of black culture. I know the N-word is completely racist and unacceptable. I would never direct this word at anybody, but I do admit it's become so casualized in this genre that I don't think anything of repeating it if I'm humming along to music in private. I'm starting to question things differently now. What would you guys think if you saw a brown person listening and rapping along to music in his car and dropping the N-word?
You know, this is the tough one because I look at Fat Joe and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, he says it. You know he's got a whole song telling us to lean back, fam. We're like, what? We just, Fat Joe, bruv, yeah.
Thing is, I hear that, but the thing is, like, that's Americans, like, their culture and the Latino thing. No, I hear what you're saying, but the their way of seeing how they see Latinos is different to how we from the UK look at Latino. I wouldn't necessarily look at someone and be like, oh yeah, you're black, but then there's a history, the Latino kind of Puerto Rican history that goes back in those
that
roots.
allows it.
Yeah, and some of the people from that background, I don't know if Latino is the word to use or Hispanic, maybe Hispanic.
Yeah, Hispanic.
I think there's some who kind of subscribe to that thinking of our roots go back to Africa, so we are black.
No, because it gets technical. Because I remember J-Lo said it, and I was like, "Oh, J-Lo," and she's like, "She's still a Latina as well." But people, do you not remember when J-Lo said it? And then there was like a, "Oh, can J-Lo say that?" But these times, Fat Joe literally, and I love Fat Joe. And when he's asked to lean back, I wasn't conflicted, bro. I leaned, fam.
But this is what he's asked us here. It's not the same because I don't think
the Indian community do it. No, what does he say?
I don't think he's talking about he's Asian.
Asian, so
I'm not black. I'm Asian.
Okay, cool.
I don't think there's ever been that. No, I'd say I would not be cool with it. I don't think I'm gonna make a scene and be like interrupting you inside your car, but I ain't gonna be looking like, oh yeah, no, that's calm.
Yeah, cause I've never seen it. That's for me. I've never seen it, so I don't know what the vibe will be.
I wouldn't feel good about it, but I promise I'm not gonna change my day and be like, yo, in your car.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, and it's hard because Asia's such a big place. We don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what I'm saying? Because right now, let's be real. I got my Tamil community friends. They just look like us as well, like not dark skin. I'm like, yeah, country. But it depends right now. I'm so dumb. I'm playing with this race thing and it's not supposed to be played with. Let me be serious.
My thing is this.
Don't say it.
If you got, straight. If you have to do this thought process to get to a point where you think maybe you're shit, just leave it.
Just don't say it.
That's the rule.
Because I'm so excited, I'm gonna piss off Cocoa Butter Twitter, and I know I don't want to do it. I'm
Cocoa Butter Twitter.
Cocoa Butter Twitter.
Let me separate myself from that statement. I promise you, that's not. That ain't
saying Cocoa Butter Twitter ain't
vibe.
Saying Cocoa Butter Twitter don't exist.
Yo, where's the board? Can we get like a partition? If we're gonna continue this pod, I need there to be separation between us. That listen, let me tell you something. That's not how I feel. That Cocoa Butter Twitter, I'm offended too. Me and you, both of us.
Listen, I just want to look now, son of the white guy. I just want to talk about boxing, mate. All I want to do is talk about boxing. I don't want to get into that. Wait, so anyway.
So disappointed.
Listen, no.
Issue an official statement of apology.
I want to apologize.
Draft it up. No, in writing. Draft up.
I want to apologize if my comments.
I'm going to the next pod. So yeah, not applicable. Just leave it alone, bro. Gavin Sharp. I didn't want to comment until Whyte versus Povetkin was over. In my opinion, Whyte had the best chance of beating Fury, as I think Fury's mind games wouldn't work on him. He was just saying this. But now, they will never let Whyte near another mandatory position again. I think AJ will get outboxed by Fury and won't be able to land in a way to knock Fury out. Question. Is Katie Taylor a jinx on home heavyweights when she is chief support? The last AJ fight that when AJ got beaten by Ruiz, this time, Whyte gets knocked out. Both times, she loses her fight, but managed to retain her belts. Discuss.
Listen,
He's trying to frame Katie Taylor as a bad omen.
No, but why it's important that you have to, let's deep it now. Katie Taylor loses, in New York. I don't care what anyone says. The night that AJ is about to fight Ruiz, Katie Taylor, I don't care what anyone says.
Did she lose? She lost that night.
Well, she didn't. It's Persoon. Remember, it was a loss.
It was a controversial win.
Don't call it controversial.
It was a gift decision.
It was. Here you go. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that happened, and sometimes where life has to balance itself out some way, and someone has to suffer. It was the heavyweight in AJ. Yeah.
Oh.
No. Unnecessary. You waited 1,000 days. Yeah, but here's Katie Taylor fighting away, wins on a mad decision, which we're gonna get into. The decision was mad. Yeah,
we'll talk about that later.
Cool. The decision was mad, but once again, balance. And
I just can't see how that would affect the fighters.
No, because it's like the fighting gods.
You took the fighting gods.
The fighting gods, bro.
The fighting gods said, I got one blessing to give someone tonight.
There you go.
You're going to be the one to get the blessing. Someone has to take the abuse.
There you go. Remember when man then went to do their driving test and they said, nah, too many people passed today. That's what they told me. It's that line. It's that. They passed too many people. So obviously, when I did my test.
That's such a mad.
When I did my test, they couldn't have passed another one. So obviously, they said I had a major in it.
That's so wild. Just like the A-level results last week. That man was just like, we've put all the Eton boys through, so someone has to fail.
That's school in South London. Yeah. But obviously this is nonsense, isn't it? But yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. If I'm a heavyweight and Katie Taylor's fighting,
I'm gonna tell her.
I'm telling her maybe not this fight.
Eddie, look, mate. Let's have a chat. Can we off camera?
Yeah, because you know, sports people are very superstitious in things. So let's not let this gather steam. Actually, cool. Gavin, you're bad mind for that.
Yeah, it was. All right, let's see. Soulstar again.
Let's go. Soulstar trying to come for a title, but it's looking nuts for you now.
I'm so shocked by the Dillian knockout. Whyte was boxing so well, so calculated and composed. Then that knockout. I asked myself, was it the change of the trainer or not going for the kill after he knocked him down? My answer is no. He was miles improved. It was amazing. His tactical boxing IQ has been vastly improved. I feel he assessed if Povetkin was hurt. That's not how you spell assessed, by the way.
It's okay.
And decided to wait as he wasn't gone. No, because I didn't want to make it seem like I couldn't read the word. He goes,
I have those problems every week.
He goes, I'm mad shocked. What a weird fight. I don't think anything should be changed.
Yep. Let me help out.
Yeah, no. There's replies in the comments, but I didn't need to really read those out.
Yeah.
What else is there? Respect from Chill Out 477. Respect
Chill
to Travis
out.
and KG. Real talk on the racism, calling out Fury. I came for the laughs and to watch KG stir the pot with his up and coming fight. I totally understand the energy and where you're coming from with Fury being in the public eye. AJ can overdo PR at times, but the man knows he's in the spotlight. In brackets, role model, and he is mindful. Once again, great podcast.
There we go. Let me do this one. You man are done for. He's back again. KG Trab. Please go back and listen to Jay-Z's story of OJ. In my opinion, it's the most powerful rap song in the last 20 years. You can't take the N-word from an artist like that. Art aside, the meaning of the N-word has changed amongst blacks. However, how other races feel about that shouldn't factor. Your shame of using a word amongst yourselves shows that you man are starting to believe the logic of the oppressor. Whoa. For example, racist people hate Muslims wearing the hijab, then they go to church on a Sunday, stand next to the nun who's wearing the headscarf, worshipping Jesus and Mary Magdalene, who are both always depicted in headscarves. The logic makes no sense. As a Christian myself, the hypocrisy looks mad. Muslims are stuck by their beliefs, unlike blacks who split on a lot of issues. Raw. So please be proud of all aspects of your culture. Otherwise, their racist logic will continue to pick apart.
I disagree entirely.
That's interesting.
What that is a false equivalency.
Yeah.
What you've just done is compared the hijab to the N-word. The hijab is religious clothing. That's the attire. It's rooted in their faith. It's not. Yeah. It didn't start anywhere else. It didn't start as anything and then become stuff like that. I don't know.
Apparently it's not. But I don't know
what's the history of it then?
The hijab apparently is not. It's not directly related to Islam as such. But I could be wrong about that. So let's not.
You know what?
Fine.
Like,
you know
this is a big rabbit hole.
I'll say because I started with a line of saying it's a false equivalency. If I'm wrong and my knowledge is not that great on the hijab, I'm happy to be educated in the comments. But for me, that feels like a false equivalency to compare a word that started in abuse to compare to religious clothing. So if the religious clothing is something that also started in something similar and was turned around, then I understand the equivalent. Right now, that doesn't make sense to me. So if you want to come back with more information next week and we continue this dialogue, let's do that.
This is why you're important for this. You're not out there like, listen, shut your mouth, bro. We said what we think, fam. But then you know when it gets nuts and you start cussing. Like, I'm that person in the war, but I'm happy you're here, fam. Very important, because I'm like, oh. So, yeah.
Hey, let the dialogue be important, fam.
All right, let's do it. Let's get rolling. Let's get into it.
Who's going to be our... Because
we know who it is.
Who's the commentator?
You know who won, bruv. Jeremiah, bruv.
Jeremiah Victor, yeah.
Jeremiah Victor got everyone the hell out of here, fam. What are you talking about? Soulstar, bruv. What are you saying, bruv? There's certain man. Where's Poonit, fam? He saw Jeremiah in the comments. Poonit didn't want no smoke, fam. Yeah, bruv. I gotta start talking to these men because
Poonit's running.
Poonit's running, bruv. Poonit didn't even make weight, fam. I'm telling you. Ishan ain't seen Ishan in a while as well, bruv. All these men, bruv, are moving scared now, bruv. Don't have it, bruv. Defend you. Where's Yoruba black coffee, fam? All these men, bruv.
Nah, they had clenbuterol.
This is what I'm saying, bruv. These men have got these drug allegations, fam. Anyway, let's get into the thing.
All right.
Dillian Whyte.
Dillian.
How do you want to say his name? Because a lot of things are happening. Wait, first of all, where was you when you watched the fight?
All right, so I had a gig tonight, right? So that's why we didn't do a live watch along.
Oh man, I wish we did.
So I know. So I'm on stage, coming on and off. I'm hosting, so I'm coming on and off, and I'm watching the fight on my phone.
What's his name? He was hosting.
Fam.
No
so you know when you can't leave? Yeah, exactly. So I'm there, back and forth. And as the show was winding down, Katie Taylor and the Persoon fight was happening. So I was like, I will be firmly situated for the big fight, yeah? Now, I'm watching the fight in my car. And
not how you want to be watching, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I had to make do. Where were you watching it?
Oh, perfectly set up.
Oh, you were blessed.
Perfectly widescreen TV. When I say widescreen, it was bigger than that. It was wide. But just in the camera.
The thin length, mad wide.
Can you imagine? Yeah, widescreen TV, popcorn the lot. It was. I had the setup.
You made it.
Yeah, it was like an evening, phone in hand. Tweeting while I was watching.
That's the best.
That's the best. It was great. I've never done that before. Fantastic.
That's the best way to watch boxing, bro.
It was I once anyway. Yeah. The excitement. So I'm just saying that. So I was situated perfectly. So you watching your car.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it took away from how great the night was, or did you still feel the same excitement?
For me, I was glad to just be able to see the fight.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I thought when I was gigging on that night, I'm like, it's a write-off. I'm gonna miss it. I'll get home and hear about it.
Oh man.
So with the fact that I caught it, I was gassed.
Perfect.
So it was good.
Cool. So you're in your car now. Yeah. Dylan receives the bang of life. Yeah.
Let's build up. Yeah.
No, because you have to say how you felt.
Yeah. I mean,
because we'll get into other stuff. But how did you feel? Just it's finished. So the bangs happened. How did you feel?
Completely surprised. I mean, he knocked him down twice before in the fourth round. It looked, everything was just looking routine, bro. It was looking like this is it. Gets this out the way. Post-fight speech. AJ's ringside. He's gonna.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to all of this.
All of the stuff.
And then happening. Out of nowhere.
Just understand, I was dazed, by this moment that even when the broadcast had finished, I was still staring at the TV. All it said was box office. I was looking at the TV like, I don't understand what I'm doing here.
My gig finished at 11:45.
Yeah.
I was in my car stationary from like 12 all the way to 12:30.
In the car?
Sitting. Just like, so Dillian has now lost today. Like, because now you look at the landscape, you start thinking, wait, so
it's ruined.
The Fury fight and
where does it go? Is ruined.
The apple cart got, and I said this last episode.
Do you know what? Round of applause. Can we get a T4 clap, please? T4 clap for Travis right now.
Give accolades.
Listen,
accolades.
Flowers to you.
Exactly.
I sent them to you.
Decorated.
Do you know what I'm saying? The flowers. No, you can hold that, bro. This is yours, fam.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
You got a vase.
No, flowers to you because before the fight happened, everyone was gassed talking about the future. And you wanted to bring us into the present.
Yes.
You said, listen, you lot doing too much. Yeah? There's a fight here.
Yes, right.
It's still Povetkin,
yes,
who is still dangerous.
He's not a dickhead.
You can't, and anytime a fighter overlooks the most important fight, a madness happens. Mm-hmm. And once again, it happened.
I'm telling you.
So, the inquest, first of all, obviously, Twitter is a savage land for when you get knocked out.
The jokes were flying.
Did you see when they said the uppercut and he turned into Chisora?
They're saying the uppercut was so bad he turned into Chisora. The picture, he fully looks like Chisora in that picture.
No, do you know what?
Insane.
There's one video that caught me. It's the uppercut, and you know the Africans that are dancing with the coffin.
Oh, for shit's sake, man. I tell you why I hate this, because I like Dillian Whyte, and I don't want to laugh at man.
No.
And then you find yourself looking at the mirror, it's like, that's funny though. Hate it.
No, because Axel, this is the first time. This is how I know, because I didn't know that you became such a fan of Dillian, because I've always been a fan of Dillian. But when you put the comment out, and that was almost like a statement from Undefeated. That's what I felt like. Man shouted up a statement for the loss, and I was thinking to myself, I feel the same way, but these jokes here are very funny.
But you know what it is though? It's like the jokes have to fly because the wild west is the internet. But at the same time, it's like give the man encouragement as well, because it's like at the same time. The reason why, and I feel like that specifically for someone like him, because of the fights he gives us, which is why I'm like, you know what? Yeah, cool, it didn't go your way, but fam, you take risks that no one needs to take.
But so now there's been arguments. So there's gonna be a lot of times in today's episode where I'm gonna be playing devil's advocate at times, because there's arguments to say that Dillian, as much as we say that is the case for him. It may not be true. They're saying that he cancelled an AJ fight. He didn't want to fight. What's his name?
This is what Chisora said.
Yeah.
Chisora comes out and it's a video that surfaced again.
Yeah.
And he's talking about the fact
Dillian
that Dillian
ruining it.
He ruined the plans. So he said after me and Dillian Whyte fought, this is Chisora speaking. After me and Dillian fought, the winner was supposed to fight AJ at Wembley. He cancelled on that fight. And then they were like, okay, cool.
It wasn't okay, cool. Everyone was upset.
Yeah, they was upset.
It's like,
they was upset.
Everything's been paid.
You've ruined the plans.
Like, you've ruined all the plans.
So now they're in New York. They're looking for a new opponent. Big Baby Miller, he comes, fails a drug test. Ruiz comes, ruins everything and knocks AJ out. Yep. So now they're looking at Dillian like, oh, you're a proper dickhead for that.
Yeah.
They get the fight in the rematch and it comes back and it comes good.
And a lot more money made.
But now it's beef with Dillian and it explains the freeze out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? If everybody's in on it, I don't know why the WBC would be involved in the freeze out. That's the only part of the theory that don't make sense to me.
Yes.
Because the WBC is invested
elsewhere.
The
WBC just never wanted. I believe that Dillian has been the boogeyman. Yeah. He's not shown until that night. He's not shown this level of he hasn't showed many chinks in his armor because he hasn't been exposed. Do you know what I mean? Now people are now putting once you lose twice, people can put things together and say, well, there's a trend. Do you know what I mean? So Dillian right now was the boogeyman. Why did they want to fight him? And the WBC wanted to hold on to them belts, as far as I'm concerned. Keep them fights in America. Keep that champion American. Bob Arum, you can hear the way he's talking.
Bob Arum pissing me off, bro.
You can tell that Dillian was a problem, and Eddie Hearn was almost his joker in the pack, where he said to himself, I've got someone that can go there and take the title.
But don't you think that Eddie Hearn would hold that same kind of malice towards Dillian Whyte for ruining the AJ situation? Because Eddie Hearn's going to look at that situation and be like, that should be the easiest fight to make.
Yes.
So for you to do that, and now this happens.
Yeah. No, it ruined things. No, because remember, Eddie Hearn's first plan was, I'm going to get Dillian to take those belts away from Wilder, because he didn't see Wilder is the threat that the world saw him as. Do you see what I'm saying? The way Tyson Fury got it done, he imagined that Dillian can go and do that. Then we get a big unification fight, UK champions all from his stable. That's what he was hoping for, and that's why there's been such a push for to fight him. Do you know what I mean? That was the plan. It wasn't going to happen. Remember when he started to negotiate, when AJ and all those negotiations broke down? It's like, well, AJ's not going to fight Deontay Wilder, and Fury somehow put himself ahead of the queue. I need to create a fight right now. What we gonna do? Chisora versus Thingy, winner fights AJ. And AJ, remember, AJ's been, and it's not a surprise, these things have been articulated. AJ, in terms of him saying, I'll fight Dillian again, it's gonna be like, we'll probably fight like 3 times. Do you know what I mean? And he said, then him going to the fight, the walkout, that walkout would have been part of the promo.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So there was enough stuff to sell this fight, because we need to rival Fury versus Deontay Wilder. And like it or not, this fight would have been amazing.
It really would have.
It would have been with the fireworks, and all you needed is smoke and mirrors. That other good stuff that happens in the build-up. This fight would have rivaled that. It could have almost spoke.
So you're saying this is obviously, that would kind of qualify the theory that she's already saying as to why.
100%. The theory works for me.
But the thing is, okay, let's say the theory checks out. So that means Dillian Whyte is now taking the road, he's taking the rough road.
Yes.
To build his clout enough so that he can come in as a vagabond and be like, listen, I've done everything else.
Yes.
You man have to still check.
You man have to talk to me different.
I respect that, being a rogue and just doing things your own way. But like, you just look at the whole thing, it's like, it's upsetting, man.
Bro, when we get into, so we need to get into this and break this thing down, because the problem that, the mistake that Dillian made, yeah, when you look back, yeah, is the fight was in the back garden. So right now, you've done this 1,000 days, yeah? You waited 1,000 days, yeah, for minimum money. Like it or not, because this is not to lose right on that night, that Saturday, why it hurts everyone is he lost everything. Let's be real. Everything was lost. You weren't supposed to lose in that garden. Yeah. The next fight was the super fight. Yeah. This was a miscalculation and a misstep of the greatest, like, and the problem is with this thing is Eddie needed someone to sell this garden thing.
Yeah, he needed a name.
He needed a name, or we wouldn't have been. See how the world was watching.
But do you think if Wilder was to if Whyte was to wait, he would have got the Fury fight?
Of course. Or that wasn't the fight. It wasn't fighting Povetkin. Whyte is, everyone's upset because Whyte has done everything he's needed to do to this point. Povetkin was too dangerous of a fight. It was. Like it or not, or at least if it was going to be somewhere, let it be in a place where not in a quarantine.
I don't think it was too dangerous.
Of course it was.
I don't think it was too dangerous.
There was an easier fight to take. I'm saying.
I hear that, but I'm saying I don't think it wasn't too dangerous for Whyte. We saw the fight was good. Whyte would have just won the fight on a normal night. This wasn't a normal night. There's a lot of stuff that happened. I think under these conditions,
yes,
he did too many different things, which just gave that shimmer of like, why? If this was a Mark Tibbs regular training camp, I'd be like, there's nothing that's gonna mess this up.
Yeah.
And I don't think this would have happened.
But there's too many, but that's what I'm saying. You still have to take in the factors.
I don't blame the new trainer, but I don't think Mark Tibbs is losing with Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is losing with Mark Tibbs in his corner to Povetkin. I don't care.
Exactly. And that's important. So remember, there's sometimes there's like a catalogue of errors to get us to this point.
Yes, that's
now, it. Now, the first error was, like it or not, I still have to make nice. If we're going by what Chisora said, and that's a very good video to have as a piece to use in discussing this. Remember, don't forget, Dillian, and this is speculation, we don't know nothing, by the way. Just letting you know, because sometimes we're on the bunny. It's like, people are like, bro, who did he speak to? No one. This is just us, yeah? Dillian was having meetings with Showtime, what's his name? Remember, he was going to America to have real meetings, and that was when it was frosty, when he wasn't signing the thing. Yeah,
he's doing fight by fight
contracts. So, like it or not, if the relationship was poo-pooed, and I want to get back into some level of good books, I'll take the garden fight. You got a show. You got a show that you need to sell. Cool. I'm gonna go there. It's Povetkin. He shouldn't be a threat. Let's go. Yeah. Now, when Tyson Fury was messing around, you saw the fights they took. Fighting joke men.
Bums, fam.
Bums.
Wallen, Safari. And
I'd waited 1,000 days.
Cruiserweights.
I waited 1,000 days. You think I'm going to fight a fight where it's nuts? Where there's a chance? I'm saying,
and the thing is, most of the decent names on the fight camps have been fighting one-sided bouts.
But this fight
here decides that he's come to do the big thing.
And now we're talking heavyweight. So, like it or not, so I feel that sometimes you want to, and we needed a name, and Dillian was the name to push this fight. Yeah, he was in great shape, but again, at what cost? Now you can go in and talk about this trainer stuff, because that has a big part to play in what happened.
Because when men start making big changes with their body and all that type of stuff, you tip the scales here, something here goes.
Yes.
Now, this training camp, Dillian looked great. On the scales, he looked good. He looked like he lost more weight. He looked leaner. He looked a lot lighter. Cool.
And the jab was amazing.
The jab was looking good.
And it was landing for fun.
Did he try to come out to prove a point that he's now a new and improved Dillian?
But we've been seeing that he's improved each time.
I hear that. But you know, when fighters make changes in the camp and the team, he's now got to qualify those changes with a visual difference in my performance. Yeah. So, Mark Tibbs is gone. Everyone's saying, why the hell am I doing that? Watch me put on this boxing clinic. I'm going to show you how different everything is. So then you come out, jab is looking great. We say, oh, look at the new Dillian. And now he's trying to overcook. You've hurt him twice. And then now he's just like, nah, because I can just do my thing. I can flex. Bang. Would the old Dillian have been messing around with his food like that?
Oh, no.
Bro.
And this is, and remember, we're going to talk about Babic in a second. But you see what Babic said is that I treat every round like it's the 10th. Yeah? Like it or not, he's shown it's true. He was trying to show, because I said, when I was watching the fight, I said, this is a very professional performance from thingy. Now, I got it wrong because I said the knockdown's coming in the next 2 rounds. I said it's coming, but I thought, when was in the 4th, I thought that's the 5th. So I was like, it's coming in 5 or 6. This is when the knockdown's happening. And that's when he got him down twice. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the raw Dillian just blows him out of there. Do you see what I'm saying? The raw Dillian jumps on him and says, you're not getting safe by this bell. Finishing time.
That's it.
Do you see what I'm saying? But he allowed him.
And I don't know. I mean, I understand Povetkin is not your usual character where you just steamroll him. Mm-hmm. But you've hurt him twice. Bam, bam.
Early.
Step on him. Step on him now. Crunch this man. Because he clearly can recoup.
You're right about that thing about he was trying to make a statement about the trainer.
Trying to show.
About what, I've made so many changes. And obviously, where's Mark Tibbs watching this fight?
Mark Tibbs, listen.
Let's speculate.
I checked Mark Tibbs' Twitter. There's no tweets.
Of course he doesn't. But you know what he's
getting on. The
last
tweet was a positive one, wishing him all the best and all that stuff. But I imagine he sit there and he was watching the fight at home just like this. And as the knockdown happened, it was one of these I watched. There you go.
I told him.
What did I say?
I told him. I told him that that trainer is not gonna do. And it's what the funny thing about it is, I like to know when Gary Caldwell came in,
because it's Caldwell, but Caldwell's not the main. He's the extra voice in the corner.
No, but Caldwell spoke in this. What's so great?
Yeah.
Caldwell spoke first.
Too many men were speaking in that corner.
First, and he's like, okay. This you can't.
Too many men are talking, bruv. You need one relaxed voice.
Yep.
In the corner. When you start doing urges, it just creates unrest in your mind. They say that when the fighter comes into the corner, he remembers 2 things that you say.
Yeah.
So just keep it simple. You listen to the pace of how guys talk. Remember, Ben Davison is a relaxed voice.
Very relaxed.
All right, Tyson. Everything's looking great out there. You know what that does? That calms the fighter's mind down.
Yes, yeah.
So now he can process what he has to do.
Yeah.
He can hear one thing that he needs to work on, another thing he needs to stop doing. Yeah. And he can go back out there.
It was too telling for me that, because obviously we got the new trainer here, but the fact that Caldwell spoke first, and I don't think he was meant to try and know that. Training instincts kicked in. Bruv. He was almost, you're the second person that comes in and should chime in after the main trainer spoken. Yep.
That's right. The final statement, you just go, and watch out for this. Nothing major from you, bro.
I shouldn't hear from you like that. Like the way I was hearing from you. And what we had the bonus of, it was...
You can hear it. The atmosphere is gone. Yeah.
We can just hear the mic and then man. Do you see what I'm saying? And so now, and I'm hearing Dillian. Yep. And like it or not, Dillian's had so many years with Tibbs, Tibbs, that he just knows that voice.
There's too much.
He knows it's the changes. And in sport, the minor % changes do make a difference. And
100%.
That the point that you're making is, I need to prove to people that this was a worthy change. Yeah. And I'm sending a message.
Send a message with my performance, even how my body looks.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a mistake.
There's certain fighters that don't need to change their appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyson Fury does not need to be shredded.
Yeah.
Chisora doesn't need to be shredded.
Yeah.
Stay with how your body is. Men are not all supposed to look like David Haye.
Yeah.
David Haye is shredded. If he's suddenly looking fat, it wouldn't benefit him.
Yeah.
Your body type is your body type. Now, when Dillian comes in looking, a little bit soft, that's him.
Super power. And remember, I called you and I said, are you worried that he's looking... Before the fight, I called you. I said, are you worried? He looks so good, yeah? With that level of weight loss, do you lose any level of power?
Well,
do you lose...
When you lose weight, your punch is like... Okay, when you lose dramatic amounts of weight.
Yeah.
Like, when fighters go up, they're usually okay.
Yeah.
When they come down...
Yeah.
Things tend to be different. Roy Jones, when he went up, challenged for the heavyweight. He came down to light heavyweight. That's a massive jump. Started getting knocked back out.
That's what I'm saying. Resistance, even punch resistance, and a lot happened, and we need to put some respect, because we need to now praise Povetkin.
But that left uppercut was amazing. So I would have. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't lucky.
Because someone said to me, Dillian couldn't even take the punch. I said, listen, anyone in the world,
listen,
it's not just what people are missing. Yeah, you think it's just the left uppercut. You think he didn't set that up because we were all shocked. Yeah, we were shocked by the knockdown. Listen, Povetkin knew exactly
that's right
what he was doing.
When you watch the fight back here and you start to see the setups, it becomes more apparent. It's the worst because
and it becomes even more incredible though.
When you watch it back here and you see what this guy was planning this whole way through, you start thinking, how did we miss this? But that's why the trainers are supposed to be looking out for that stuff.
There we go. And then it's and AJ let us know. Even because AJ was pissed, you know. Understand, there was more press conference planning at that point because they know right now Eddie Hearn and Team Frank Warren had to come to the table and negotiate. Let's be honest, those negotiations are not going to happen the way you lot want it to happen. So this Dillian Whyte fight, was so important because really and truly, they've been saying that for us. Whyte said, if AJ comes in the ring, I'm going to hit him. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah? You think AJ's there for no reason? AJ's sitting there doing analysis, and AJ's thinking to himself, after this fight, I'm gonna go in the ring, and then we're gonna have a moment, and then sell this fight.
Gonna have a talk with Dillian.
I'm gonna have a talk with Dillian. You know what I mean? So just imagine AJ's sitting there thinking, for fuck's sake, excuse my language. AJ's pissed, and AJ now starts giving advice. He's like, what's annoying is, we all know how Povetkin knock people out. It's the short. So AJ's sitting there like, AJ's confused because he's like, this is not how I was supposed to make this money. I showed, man. My man fights like this. They're tight, short knockouts. He loves the uppercut.
And it was mad, what I like about the AJ and Dillian relationship is that there's animosity there. Yeah. But there's also a bro code. Yeah. Where he's like, if you're going to fight other man, I still want you to win. Yeah. But when you talk to me, I want to knock you out at the same time. But it's like, whoever you fight, I root for you. It's a mad relationship.
No, because what you have to understand about the relationship is, let's say me and you are working together. I know that your money and the way you keep climbing, it helps my money. You have to understand that. So I need you to do your thing because people already know what we can do. You see what I'm saying? So you losing affects me.
It's true.
It affects how we can sell this thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I need you to be in the best shape at all time. Yeah. Right now, understand this. It's very painful to know, but there's only one undefeated heavyweight champion. There's only one undefeated man in the heavyweights. Tyson Fury.
And he doesn't defend his belts.
I don't want to hear that from you, bro.
He doesn't defend belts.
I don't want to hear that from you right now. Listen, Dillian,
crap.
And this is, did you see what the best thing, I love boxing, you know.
Same.
The best thing, when Eddie's plan doesn't work,
Eddie's face.
It's not funny, but Eddie, work on your poker face.
He can't hide it. He's visibly pissed off. Oh, it's the best to watch.
Visibly shook it. He doesn't, he's busy. And he's like,
well, what do you want?
I'm going to do the rematch. Well, we got a mandatory rematch. And, fucking hell, man.
He's rattled. And then Dillian comes over and it's just like, yeah, we're going to get the rematch. Get the rematch, Get the rematch December, hopefully this year. Yeah.
And he's looking for reassurance from a man that's just been knocked out.
Eddie Hearn is feeling positive, like, first, cool. Comes back.
No, you have to understand how wild it is. Looking for reassurance from a man that's just been knocked out. He can't reassure you, bro.
Eddie Hearn is thinking,
he don't know where he is. He don't know where he is. You can't also reassure some man that's been knocked out.
He needs to have an MRI. He needs to get a scan.
Sleep.
And you'll get reassurance from him.
Do you know the knockdown he took? Fam. Bro, that knockdown was so bad, My wife doesn't really care about boxing. She came and she said, hey. It brought out the ancestry sounds. Yeah.
Bro, I saw that bang, and I saw the way he went down, Yeah. But the stubbornness of me and knowing the implications of this knockout and what that would mean, I was still saying, count, ref, why are you not counting? Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Do you know what's so
Let's
funny?
see if he can get up.
The knockdown was so real,
Oh, fam.
Man said that. This is a lie. You know when man said that? No one said it's you in it. Man said that when he got knocked down, he realised he's been saying Argos wrong this whole time.
He was saying what?
Man said when he got knocked out, he realised he's been saying Argos wrong the whole time.
Argos.
I understand, yeah. Wait, understand what's so nuts about this? The knockdown was so real, yeah. The ref said, I'm not counting. This fight's over. No, the ref said, I'm not. We've never seen this in before. Even when Fury hit the floor, the ref, he started counting. Yeah, this ref said it's long.
I mean,
no one recovers from what he just received.
But let's be real though, there was no getting up from that. Like if he got up from that, could you imagine the knockout that was coming?
No. I'm telling you, he was gone. Like he was
out before he went down.
Before he went down, it was the worst. And you know when the board fell out the ring,
the mad the ripple effect.
Do you know what that done to Brixton, fam? Man, them in Brixton were confused. I'm from Brixton, fam.
Man, them phoned me up.
Man took off their one glove. Everyone took off the one night glove. Yeah, everyone took it off. Airbrake jackets all on the floor. Airport, like you see when you used to put like the sock between your Air Forces. Yeah. Man, they took them out. Started creasing up the trainers, bro. Man were confused, fam. The whole block, yeah. Man dropped mollies. Man dropped the burger sauce. No, bruv.
The Ritz was open for like 24 hours in tribute.
No, man, them were confused. What did you get a call from the man? Them like,
man, them phoning me up talking about, bro. My brother phoned me. He goes raw. He goes, I told no one to tell me. I told everyone to not tell me what happened with the fight. But man, are texting me heartbreak emojis. He said, Trev, why is a man texting me heartbreak emojis, please? I said, Dillian is fallen. Dillian is fallen, fam.
Dillian is fallen, yeah.
And the thing is, what's magic is that people don't really. The reason why fighters like when they lose, it hurts. The ripple effect of how bad it hurts is that it's physical pain you've seen someone go through. Yeah. So then it's like you see the work that Dillian does in the community with other young fighters. Yeah. Bro, Miguel's gym. Yeah. The stuff that when I see
Congo's another one coming through that he's got.
So Dillian mentors so many fighters and young kids. To see that happen to someone that's it's like.
Yeah. And
you mean too much.
And it's got a different flair because some people say like AJ, obviously he's us, yeah. Like it's a black amazing champion, but then you got someone like Dillian. It's like Mandem. It's like you might have gone to school with him.
He communicates different.
You see what I'm saying? So you look at him in a different. It's Mandem. You know what I'm saying? So
they're both Mandem, yeah.
No, but it's a different type of Mandem though. AJ's Watford Mandem.
No, but AJ's like a Mandem, but at the same time, I work in the city. I work in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So when you see me and I'm in the suit, it's Wagwan, but it's like, how's things in that? Is everything alright? Yeah. Alright, cool. It takes call. Andy, how's it going? Like, he's that. Dillian is
road.
He stayed road.
Still see him on the block. Still past you, bro. Sweat, Dillian, just drop past it. Yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them ones. And the killer is, I've been through Brixton and seen him. I seen him. Literally, like, do you know what I mean? So it's when I tell you it's that Mandem connection, yeah, that is like you're still approachable.
You're still in the bits. You ain't left the end.
That's what I'm talking about. You're still local.
He's still in Miguel's.
Yeah.
When I was got into that madness with Kieran.
Yeah.
Kieran Gilpin, I was about to spar him.
Yeah.
Dillian at us both and said, "Rah, set it up." That's when I had to just lay low from social media for a while.
You know that Layla. He better lay low.
I said, yo, I'm not going to tweet for a couple of days. Just
really hating my game.
Let this man move on. Better lay low. Because I was like, because when he at me, I responded with gusto, innit? Dillian at it, I was like, I don't like how this feels. That means I got to go somewhere for this. That doesn't, I don't want to do that on a Sunday.
So wait, real talk now. What next with Dillian? Let's be real. So 1,000 days. We got to put another 2,000 days on that.
Let's look at the reactions for some of these from guys afterwards.
Very important reactions.
Andy Ruiz, next day. I was so happy that White got his ass knocked the fuck out. Bruv, listen. Andy Ruiz, yeah? It wasn't enough how he got beat by AJ, you know? Yeah. I want to see him get smacked up. I don't like how
No, but you understand, yeah.
But
I get where I understand because we're obviously
from
a Dillian standpoint. But I understand Dillian has been goading him.
It's so true.
You see, someone's been chatting shit on your name.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, your natural reaction, is because we're in the camp with Dill. So we're gonna see it from a Dill perspective. But someone's been rinsing me, calling me fat, calling me this all this time. Then he get knocked out like that by someone that's an older man, someone that's supposed to be at the end of his career. 41. Man said.
I was so happy. Let's move on. AJ. As long as I'm champion, he will always have a chance.
AJ is so nice, you know.
I'll fight Dillian any day of the week. I offered Dillian to fight me in 2019. Before I fought Andy Ruiz Jr., he turned it down. Dillian, if you want the world title shot and I haven't got any obligations, then come and get this work. Bob Arum. Dillian Whyte was so busy fighting for his WBC mandatory position that he didn't see Povetkin's uppercut, which knocked him cold on his ass. What a dickhead. Tony Bellew, the business side is looked after. You've got a rematch in place. You know the mistakes you've made. Too anxious, a little too greedy, and not paying attention. Povetkin showed that elite heavyweights recuperate and recover. When he got up, he still meant business. Eddie Hearn, I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. When the punch landed, I felt like I was in some dream.
I told you. No podcast.
Yeah, for real. And it showed, Eddie. It showed, bruv. Dillian come out and he made a statement. This is why I respect him as well.
He walked off though. You have to understand, them man, there was no post-match. I understand, I'm still waiting for interviews, you know.
But getting up on that is, let's make sure he's all right.
Yeah.
He goes, I have no regrets. It was a great fight and Povetkin did well. I know I can beat him. I showed that from round one. Obviously, he's very experienced. His corner was on the verge of pulling him out, but he pulled out one of the best punches of his career. That's heavyweight boxing, full of drama, ups and downs. It was a silly mistake. I blocked that punch 100 times in training. The one time it needed to be blocked, it was too late. He was on his last legs and I was pressing him. But that's heavyweight boxing, man. That's what happens. Respect to that. Someone else made a response. He came out of his cave to open his mouth. Deontay Wilder made an appearance on social media and he posted some cryptic message. He says in the caption, it's a picture of his own face, by the way. He responded, he posted, I believe in Glaz za Glaz. And someone put that in the Google Translate, and that translates to eye for an eye.
I'm telling you.
And I'm looking at that, I'm thinking to myself, in what world does that make sense?
No, because what you have to understand is the way that Wilder responded. Remember the laughing when, Whyte. Remember when Whyte was laughing how Wilder got knocked out? There's a video, it's like a meme, it's just laughter, like solid laughter, like it's the most. If I got knocked out and I watched that video, he's on my list. Top. You know when you start creating a thingy, he laughed in a way that was just like it is almost from a belly laugh, like
the spirit laugh.
It's a spirit laugh, and wherever Wilder was in the world when he woke up,
he felt that.
And that it was a part of him. So that eye for an eye is like he wants to laugh later, but he's like, good, now it started. That thing that he did to me, I'm coming next. Because remember, this has been the boogeyman. Yeah? And all he's done in light boxing, remember when AJ lost and all the chinks in his armor was shown, everyone's like, people started talking about AJ as if he was nothing.
I know.
So right now, people are looking at Whyte. It's unfortunate, but it happens after every loss. People will now look at you and they get a chance to analyze and say, oh, he's human. Do you know what I mean? And that knockdown, remember we said, it depends. Tyson Fury is going to want that fight depending on how good he looks. That was the last thing that he said.
Yeah.
You think man ain't queuing up to fight Dillian now?
I don't think so, you know.
Them heavyweights, how they feel about themselves.
But what heavyweights? What heavyweights are queuing up to fight
Wilder's queuing up to fight him now.
He's not chasing
Wilder
Dillian.
would want that fight.
I promise you, he ain't gonna want Dillian Whyte.
Why not? I'm more dangerous than Povetkin. These men are looking at Povetkin. Remember, look how I watched a Tyson Fury interview the other day. And the way Tyson Fury was talking, he was talking like them man are children for him, you know.
Dillian Whyte lost 2 nights.
Yeah.
With 2 great, fighting AJ, that round that he had, he took mad shots.
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. Young days. He lost with a perfect punch.
Yes.
I understand the optics of the replays. You see the 2 uppercuts, cool.
Same way.
If his uppercuts he's vulnerable to, when have you seen Wilder throw an uppercut? For me, I like Dillian Whyte is not a chinny man.
Yeah, he's not.
So that's why I'm like,
accuse him of that.
I don't see the cue to fight Dillian Crack on. Go for it.
I'm talking now. Take yourself. You're talking from our point of view, from a natural pundity vibe. Look at it now from the mind of a fighter. As a mind of a fighter, you're sitting there thinking, I'll mash up Povetkin. He's not on my level. He's old. If you're a fighter, if you're one of those guys, yeah. So you're looking at Povetkin saying, Povetkin's not on my level. I'll mash up Povetkin. And if you're struggling with Povetkin and he got you out of there with one of those shots, I know I'm better than Povetkin. Because fighters are always going to say that I'm the guy. So, like it or not, Wilder is still the man that had all those knockouts. He still believes in his power.
Fair enough.
Do you see what I'm saying? And that blow took Thingy to sleep.
Yeah.
It took him to sleep. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I'm Wilder, I'm sitting there saying to myself, oh, you're not... Remember, I've never seen any weakness in you since the first time you fight, but it was too young. It was too soon. It was raw. So we didn't know what type of man you were.
I believe I can.
Now you've had solid training, and since that solid training, each time, like a Super Saiyan, bro, you're just getting better. You're getting better, getting stronger.
So let's look at it like this, yeah. Do we think these heavyweights are scared of each other?
Hell yeah.
With how risky the heavyweight division is. Do you think that's an element of
Hell yes, bruv. These heavyweights are looking at each other because no one wants one of those knockdown nights. And now the problem is, and remember we said, why we have to praise people. Now I'm here to give residual praise. AJ made Povetkin. It didn't look like that.
Bruv, the clout of that victory for AJ goes up big time.
It has to go up. It has to go up.
I looked at it as a routine win. I thought Povetkin's over the hill. Fam, AJ was in there with something dangerous.
AJ was in there with something dangerous, but he made him look just standard.
He had like a blip in round one, but then after that it was like...
He made him look standard. But that guy was dangerous. Yeah? So AJ's dealt with him. But I'm saying these heavyweights are looking at each other saying, I'm not trying to be a meme. Like, you understand, they know that the meme thing is real. Yeah. Even we've heard AJ talk about the memes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So they know what's going on.
This is Dillian's. It's two times for the meme.
It's two-time meme champ. And I don't know what meme is the worst. If it's the AJ one when he's on that one.
No, but
with Uncle Patrick.
Yeah, that's right. That's the one I'm thinking of.
When I think of that, no, I think of Uncle Patrick because them man put in the East Enders thing. You know
now it's the Chisora. They said he got hit so clearly looked like Chisora. That picture, and he fully looks like Chisora.
It's nuts. So right now, so that's in the boxers' minds, yeah, because no one wants that knockdown. And then the other point of it is the fight is the unknown. That fighter that's unknown, and it's like it's the danger, bruv. And like it or not, now there's chinks. So now you think, look how AJ feels after AJ seeing what Fury did to Deontay Wilder. AJ must be feeling. He has to feel a little way. He has to.
I guess it's human. And obviously they're fighters, so they might feel fair and still go in and scrap. So that's why it's like maybe it might be a redundant point. But like I'm thinking to the point where it's like, is that why these fights are not happening at the same time? Yes, business, but also it's like maybe I don't want that right now.
Maybe I don't want those problems. If I want, and sometimes it's smart. Let's say because right now, Thingy didn't. It was good for us as the fans. We enjoyed, but we enjoyed to the detriment of Dillian. And to the detriment of what he was trying to build. Yeah. So we had the nights of our lives. Dillian didn't get paid the way he needs to get paid to lose like that. And he lost his ranking. Bullshit.
You know, Tyson Fury started piping up as well.
Let's go.
So he's come out and he's basically said that, you know, all these boxers, the Joshuas, the Whites, the Chisoras, they're all at that same level.
Yeah, that was wicked.
Sorry?
I loved it.
Listen, that
was
much as that's like, alright, it's good trash talk.
Yeah,
it's nonsense.
He can say that though.
No, you can't. Do you know what? Yeah, and this is just gonna sound like typical Trav talking about Fury. Why does Fury think he's that far ahead above these men?
Because he's got all the belts.
No, he doesn't.
He hasn't got AJ's one.
So what? All of the belt? He's got the WBC belt, and that's it.
Everyone cares about it. It's the green one.
Okay.
I've got the green one.
All right. On this conversation, there was a post online saying what belt
Ring Magazine
the most. For me, I felt like the IBF holds more value than WBC today. History aside, because
you can't aside history though. That's a lot of history to just pull aside.
No, you can, because somebody who was great back in the day today might be a dickhead. That's how life can go sometimes.
That green belt, though.
What them guys at WBC have done with their belt and their divisions has devalued their belts, bro.
I hear you, but
them
you
man
know,
got the silver, the interim, the gold, the champion emeritus. Bro,
big man.
They're doing too much.
I hear that, but you see these other belts?
Nah,
There's
bro.
one belt that's like the Carling Cup.
The WBC don't slap
Hear
the same.
me out, though. There's one belt that's at the Carling Cup.
Listen.
IBF. Then you got the. Listen, there's the Europa League thing.
I disagree.
Then you see that green. You see that Champions League.
I hear what you're
that's
saying,
what
bro.
that green one is, fam. It's the belt that you want. It's the true belt.
No, it's not.
Then you want to talk about the Ring Magazine thing as well.
Fam,
You can't
listen
just
to what I'm
win
saying.
that.
When you start looking at each weight and say how many WBC champions are in that division, you should say one, but you're not saying one, and that's where the mockery starts to come. But when man says you're the IBF, no one's doing silver IBF. No one's doing.
They done a diamond belt. Yesterday they created a diamond.
The IBF diamond belt.
No, I'm saying
what you'll find that's a WBC.
WBC. They created a WBC.
That's what I'm saying. Every time American fights, there's a new belt on the line.
Pearl.
WBC Pearl, WBC Emerald. When Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fight, I'll bet you cash £50. That's a WBC belt.
But I believe you. Why did I say that bet?
Just trying to make £50.
I believe you. Wait, I'm dumb.
You want to undo it? You want to undo it? Alright, undo it.
No, but understand. I hear what you're saying.
But
sometimes, you know, when you see pictures like Lennox and all the man them with the green thing.
But legacy,
I need that.
But legacies change, and you have to understand that legacies change, bro.
Let there be a mic that all the greats are performed on, and only one comedian gets to hold it at one time. You think I don't want that mic? Even if the deadest comedians touch that mic, I'm saying, bro, I'm gonna reinstill the power into that mic, fam.
I'm gonna take a new mic and do something nuts and bring value to it.
You're that outlier.
I am. That's how I am.
You just create your own league, bro.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you're like Lonzo Ball's dad, fam. Just make your own trainer that no one's gonna wear, fam.
Exactly, and they laugh at first, but then when I'm a billionaire, they go, "Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying still."
Do you know how long it takes to do that?
Hey, listen, fam, listen.
I hear that though. I like that mentality still.
But this is what I'm saying. I think legacies change because what WBC are doing, they're ruining things.
Yeah. No, but let's get back to the Fury point.
Lomachenko on the Team Female Open thing. How can a man receive an email to say you are now the full champion? And my man, you've been graduated to some guy. What is this?
No, but I hear the points he's making, yeah. But we have to go back to why Fury feels the way he feels.
Bro,
Fury
felt that way about the lineal belt.
Remember Fury, before any championships, he was like, I'm the lineal thing. Without me, AJ doesn't have that. That's how Fury felt. Like it or not, and you can't take that. That's how he feels.
And,
yeah?
that's a flawed way of thinking.
It's a flawed way of thinking, but it is what it is. These guys are boxers, and they're gonna think mad.
The thing is, Fury has been allowed to carry this narrative.
Yeah, but I went and fought the boogeyman.
Nonsense, bro.
I've gone and fought the boogie in his mind. I've gone and fought the boogeyman
I'm glad
twice.
we're saying this in his mind.
Because it's still like, I still rate those championships. I still respect
those nights.
Yeah, I still rate those nights. Cool. And it's like, and like it or not, yeah, what we've seen, why we have to put so much more respect on just heavyweights in general and heavyweight boxing is Fury has put himself in danger. Like it or not, Fury's put himself in danger 3 times.
And let's look at how many times Dillian Whyte has put himself in danger.
Yes.
We got to give respect to the man that's going to put it online and not suddenly just go, okay, so after all that, I'm going to fight Otto Wallen.
We need Fury to lose.
I need a night off. No, we don't need him to lose.
No, we need him to lose. This is for the glory of boxing. Why I'm saying this is...
I don't need Fury to lose.
Yeah.
I need Fury to fight the opponents, and if you're going to beat them. But I need you to fight the names that when you start boasting about your record, I say, well done.
No, but this is why I say we need him to lose. If we want to be interested in boxing and the new excitement of boxing, once Fury loses, we step out of this Mayweather undefeated thing. And now it's like, F the record, I want to fight him, I want to fight him, I want to fight him. You're going to get a different White now. The way we say we've already got a different AJ. AJ knows the O is gone. He hasn't got the same fear now going to fights. It's like, if I lose, how the greats look before. The Evanders, or the Lennoxes, or even Tyson. The people that have lost, Muhammad Ali. These fighters that have lost fights, but they're still great. Now before, there's so much on the O. Now, there's only one man with the O that's there. Let's get to boxing.
And his O is the most dubious record.
I understand why you're saying it's dubious.
Which is why people say undefeated records are more of a sign of a well-managed career. And I fully get it. Do you know what I mean? That's why the O is not the reason why I say Mayweather's that great. That can't be the reason. So when I'm looking at Fury sitting there going, yeah, and I'm the only one that's undefeated, I'm like, yeah, because you want to fight Otto Wallin and them, man. And then every once in a while, fight somebody that's got a heartbeat. I'm like, nah, bro, I can't rate that.
Well, and he's gonna get to stat pad in a great way because he will get that. If anything, he gets the Povetkin fight. And I'm telling you right now, Fury is not looking like that against Povetkin. Fury's badding him up.
But could you imagine if Povetkin beat Fury? How weird that becomes in the division. What? Povetkin is the man to beat.
Impossible.
That would be insane.
Because AJ will be laughing.
Well, look at this now. Look at this now, yeah? Let's just look at a weird world which opens up the route now for Usyk. Because Usyk and Povetkin, I can't see Povetkin beating Usyk. Just because they're the same height and Usyk is going to be technically better.
Is back! Oh my God.
It's insane. Now there's a route for Usyk. Because I don't see Usyk beating any of the big boys.
Well, Usyk's got a fight against
Chisora in October, I believe.
Do you know how excited? Are you excited? Or is because we've been in a long slump.
Hell yeah.
We've been talking about everything but fights.
This is lovely.
This right now, as a fan, because can you imagine this episode? We're meant to talk about so many things. Yeah, we're still on topic number 1.
I know.
We ain't even got into Katie Taylor.
Yes. All right, let's get there now.
Can we do it?
Yeah, let's get there.
How long have you been recording, bruv? Hour and what? 8 minutes. Oh, we got time. Yeah, I was worried. I thought we stepped into getting close to 2 hour category, bruv. So we ain't finished with the
This is omnibus edition.
Because we haven't finished with the Dillian thing because we have to say mark out the route now. Okay. We have to mark out where he's going in the rematch.
The thing is, Mauricio Suleiman came out and said that basically the conditions of your mandatory status, it's not the same now. Of course. So basically, Povetkin hasn't inherited your conditions.
Yeah. There's no conditions.
Yeah, everything's open field now, so it's like whenever we do it. So you might fight him again and get it back, but it don't mean that you're next now. It just means that you are the mandatory.
Listen, Dylan, I'm going to talk to you right now, to the camera, bro. Get ready to wait another 1,005 days, fam. Because real talk, it's not your time, fam. I'm being real with you. It's not even trying to be disrespectful. Right. Them man don't want to see you.
Google. Yeah? Sorry, keep going.
Them man don't want to see you. Big man, what I'll be doing right now, the Povetkin fight, I know you had luck against him. This is a real question that I got for you now.
Okay.
Dylan, the knockout that he took, will any part of him be different? A little bit worried or different when he fights Povetkin again?
They do say that, knockouts take a bit out of you. Even the wars take a bit out of you. So there's nothing to say that it wouldn't change things and also just make you a bit more aware of that left hand. And that could open up risks in other areas where you're too protected for the uppercut. It's mad.
We'll see if he goes into that fight with the same trainer. Because that's going to be interesting. Who's going to become the main trainer?
Someone needs to just pull their thumb out and just text each other like Mark Tibbs or Dillian. Rekindle that relationship. Bro. I don't like how this new setup looks. Caldwell last minute, I don't like it. That says to me that you're not that confident with the main trainer by himself. So now you're saying, let me just bring someone else to back him up. This backup is a certified trainer in his own right. He's coming in to take over the show. Hence why 2 chefs don't like to be in the same kitchen.
Hell no.
So it's all mad. Now I'm looking at how old Dillian Whyte is.
No, but he's got fight mileage.
Yes. He's 32. He's been in a lot of wars. Those wars age you, not your age. Now I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, let's ask a real question here. Do we see Dillian Whyte becoming a world champ? When it's all said and done?
Now.
Overall. Before he retires, will he be a world champion? Remember, AJ is his era. AJ will be here in his era. AJ will definitely be the obstacle.
Yes, not with AJ. It can't be the AJ route though. It can't be the AJ route.
This is what I'm saying. So let's say
it can't be through AJ.
So let's say AJ manages to do the absolute madness and undisputed. That means that Dillian won't get
It has to be the AJ. He has to come for AJ.
And I just don't see that happening. So now it's like the road to undisputed is closer now than it's been. Whichever way it goes, is Dillian beating Tyson Fury? I think he has a good chance, but it's a chance.
Tyson Fury is such a sound boxer, though, man.
If you have to make if you have to say, is Dillian going to be a world champ one day? Yes or no? How do you feel just from today, right now?
This is unfair, though, man.
Obviously, we're doing it in the light of the defeat.
Yeah, we're doing it, and you have to. But you have to.
Yeah, that's something we're going forward now.
We've got to do it now.
32. So He got 3 more years of this at this level.
Okay, wait. So let me just play this in my head. Because this is the route that I'm taking to give me that confidence.
Okay.
I have to fight Povetkin, mash him up. Then I have to fight an up and comer. I need the Dubois fight. I'm taking it. Yeah, because that will instill a new level of confidence in me. Yeah, to either say to me, I am back. That will, because Dubois it's not risky, but it will look risky. Are you with me? See, it provides everything that I need. The way. Because right now, the press and everything, that plays a big part in how I feel about myself. The same way Tyson Fury is talking in the car, there's all them men on the same level, then there's me. He needs to feel like that about himself again. Yeah, so I'm taking Povetkin, Dubois, tune up, let's go.
Dubois, I don't think Dubois is going to happen. That's not going to happen.
It has to. Frank Warren wants it.
No, it's not going to happen. Promise you, it's not going to happen.
Why not?
What's the benefit for Whyte to fight Dubois? 0.
Bro, I'm back down here again.
No, it's
when
not.
When am I fighting the titles?
It's not, because
they just said, WBC said, I'm not in the rank.
No. What they're saying is, you can get your mandatory position back.
Yeah.
But the time scale is different.
Exactly.
So basically, you're not next automatically like how you was before.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean that he's going to fight down. He's not going to go that far down. Dubois is a way down, bro. Seriously.
No, because I'm telling you, I'm not. It's almost, you know, when you beat the prospect, beat the man that's coming. You see how when Lennox fought one of the Klitschko's, yeah, Vitali, yeah, it was almost. Remember,
but that was a goodbye.
It's
fight.
A different. Yes,
you're saying I want to touch the new era,
but it's
and
like,
then get out.
There you go. But I'm saying the gloss that happens is you beat that guy before he becomes Canelo Alvarez. You beat that guy.
Yeah, but that's what you would do after you're a champion and you're on your way out.
No,
he's not gonna risk it.
Because it's dangerous, though.
He's
it's
not
so
gonna
dangerous.
Risk it, bro.
Where are we going?
I promise
There's
you.
bare danger, bro. There's
Dillian
danger
Whyte,
at every turn, fam.
Dillian Whyte beats Povetkin. He's gonna be fighting a dickhead. He's going to fight someone nice and smooth sailing to secure that belt. He ain't gonna mark my words. He's gonna change energy going next.
But we need to talk about the money, fam. Because like it or not, in this lockdown, we've lost peace.
He wants his title shot now,
bro. That title shot, yeah, is the sadness about the title shot, yeah, is let's play it out. So Fury has to fight Wilder free, yeah, that is happening. That's said and done. AJ comes to the table. Whoever loses that fight, there will be a rematch. So like it or not, that could be a trilogy, fam. Yeah, what you think? God. I'm gonna fight him and it's not gonna be a rematch.
This takes us to 2022.
2022. You think I don't need to see Dubois and all them men for money? I'm looking at Dubois. I'm looking at
Chisora free.
I'm looking at Chisora free. You're not seeing them, man. Them men are tied up in rematch scheduling, fam.
And then Tyson Fury might just retire.
Of course he can. So right now, like it or not, so the first fight goes, if anyone loses, what? You think a unification battle ain't having a rematch? No one can be that stupid. Them man are locked in, and this is the problem. Dylan was there with the apple cart ruining things because he was the mandatory. Someone had to see him. Yeah. Now the apple cart's gone. Yeah. And now look, Fury. Yeah. I don't know how Wilder's got another shot at this thing. I don't understand.
And you know who's next before my man now?
Don't forget Usyk.
Usyk is still there to pull AJ out of the
Don't forget Usyk. Exactly. So you think you better go and look at Dubois and think he's a challenge. You better go look at every other champion.
Dillian Whyte Ruiz is a good fight.
Dillian Whyte Ruiz. It has right now, and what Dillian's understood, and that's why you say when you think, do you think he's going to be a champion? It worries me because I'm thinking there's too many fights that have to happen before you get into position, and you're not the number one guy. Let's say he changed promoters, and also Eddie, I'm not trying to take money out of your pocket just in case because I don't know how you feel about us here, but if you change promoters,
you ain't got love for us at this point. I swear that
it'll be mad still. But if he was to change trainers, promoters, that fight happens sooner. So if he went across the board and went to
Frank or Al Heyman, yeah,
you go to Al Heyman, it's different.
Bob Arum even.
I'm saying because you need someone to fight for you to be in position. Frank has already got his champion. Eddie's got his champion. You're never gonna push in line unless, you know what I'm saying, the men that pushed in line have had someone behind them saying they need to be here. it's you got real decisions to make, because that mistake, that 1,000 dating, and to go and fight such a dangerous fight and be in the situation he's in right now, it's nuts, fam.
They snaked him still.
In the garden, fam. That was the part that hurt me. I said, I wonder how much money he took from this.
Do you know that walk back to the changing room? It's not even like fans are there to tap and go, sorry, Dillian, sorry, man.
Yeah.
You just have to walk
silence
in the breeze.
Silence, just in man's house.
And obviously,
do you see the changing room?
We don't know how. We don't know how he's feeling about the training and the coach. You know when you're pissed off because the plan didn't work, innit? So now it's walking. It's like this brother's new as well. I don't even know, man.
Do you know what it's like to be pissed off in a gazebo, fam? Can't even punch the wall because the wall goes up. How mad is that? You punch a tent and it's like
hollow.
Being pissed off in a gazebo is nuts.
Bro, if you throw your bag and it hits the thing and the whole room moves. Flip's sake, bro. Man who's not even standing there, he goes, bro, boy.
Man's outside the gazebo. Bro, he's vexed too.
It's the wind just going.
Gee, I dare you to slam the door of a gazebo, fam. The wind will take the end. The only thing you can do is zip it fast. And anger. That's what you can do.
Flip's sake.
Let me out here.
If it's Velcro, there's just no effect.
Ripping Velcro boxing gloves is a madness. Anyway, I'm taking this. Yeah. Let's talk about something else. Dylan, we wish you well. No, final words to Dylan. Yeah. Dylan, we wish you well. I think you need, seriously, this is like 100%. You need to look at if you need to change the promotion time.
Phone Mark Tibbs back, fam.
That's first thing first.
I want you to just text him. Just text him on one of them. Hey, you.
Hey.
Nothing major. Just hey, you. Hey. You know what I mean? You good? Swings.
You know, Mark, will you straight back in there with no lips, no top lip and bottom. Like, yeah. You know, like, yeah, Dill.
What do you want, Shad?
Dill.
What do you want, Shad?
Dill, what's going on? Dill, I got you back. I've always believed in you.
You know when you text someone and they FaceTime you straight back? That's like, you leveled up this communication. The FaceTime, you know?
From a text?
Yeah, from a text to FaceTime. Crazy promotion. Anyway, look, Katie Taylor.
Bruv. I'm going to say it. Actually.
You know how I felt?
Can we clap for them? Can we clap for these ladies? Can we clap? Because female boxing right now.
Stop calling it that. It was just a great fight between two fighters.
Sorry.
That's how we're changing it.
Boxing?
Yes.
That fight?
Yes.
Was incredible.
Great fight.
I want to ask who Persoon's conditioning coach is.
Because whoever that person is
incredible.
Yeah, I need some of that. Because how you just keep banging all the way through the night is insane.
Check those punching stats. Because no one can throw. Listen, I was looking at Persoon and thinking, can you imagine if Chris Eubank Jr. threw this much of punches? What kind of savage would have been created?
I hear you.
Because Persoon, the hunt down.
There's even times she's walking forward, just bang, 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 bang.
Even when she got hit,
just
she was eating, bro. Her nose, she broke her nose.
In like round 2.
And you're still fighting like that.
She kept it going.
How are you breathing?
Insanity, bro. Thing is, I had that fight. Persoon won that fight in my eyes.
Yep, or a draw.
No, I didn't even, it wasn't that close for me. For me, I just
really?
By 2 rounds. I'm not gonna be like,
I gave it a win. In my head, she won
just by a pure work rate.
No, 6. It was 6-4.
Yeah, I say that.
6-4. Yeah, 6-4.
7-3.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? 6-4 rounds for me. It was when we talk about Katie Taylor, the one thing that Katie Taylor does good, is she's accurate. She's accurate. She doesn't waste her shots. Do you see what I'm saying? Which is nice. Which is, if you prefer that, and I want to say she's evasive, but Persoon throws too wild to call Katie evasive. Yeah. I think Persoon's not even timing or fingering her shots.
Katie moves well. She moves well. Do you know what I mean? But it's one of the ones where, you see when Floyd fought Oscar De La Hoya?
Yeah.
And De La Hoya was trying
Yeah.
Floyd was just picking shots.
Someone else mentioned that.
Yeah, it's a good fight comparison. Yeah. Floyd was picking shots. Floyd's work wasn't mistaken.
Yeah.
Whereas with Taylor's, I didn't feel like it was enough of clean work for me to be like, oh, look at that. She's managing her. It wasn't that.
And she was taking heavy shots. She was taking heavy. Did you see the swelling? She was taking real shots, bro.
And I'm just looking at this. I'm like, round after round of intensity. I'm like, you're not doing enough to outweigh this work rate. So for me, I felt like it was just a matchroom decision.
And do you know the most painful thing is? Persoon thought about the fight that happened in New York, and she said to herself, "I can't trust these judges. I need to empty the tank and get her out of here." Yes. Do you know that she's actually a police officer? Do you know that she's not full time boxer?
She's a police officer as well.
She's a police officer. She does the beats. She works. She's not full time. Yeah. So she said that she was talking about the weight loss. The weight loss, I can't remember, it's weight loss or gain.
Going up.
Going up. See, the problem with what Persoon did, is I don't think it's a weight related, but because she threw so many shots, getting the power for the real one, it's like
she didn't sit down on any.
She wasn't sitting down. She tried to, but the energy was gone because you can't throw that many.
She says though, she's like going up in weight. She's like, I'm just too small. Like I'm hitting her, but I'm just not hurting her. And I think. It depends on if that's what the judges. Yeah, but if that's what the judges are looking at, like your shots ain't having no effect. It's stupid because shots landed our points. Yeah. So it's flawed logic. I need to check the punch stats. I would like to know.
I would love to, even in comment section, if you can put it in the thingy, but we can check if we can. We can check. Yeah. Listen, Persoon, Katie Taylor's done, and I have to say this, Katie Taylor's done amazing stuff for British boxing, but why it starts to lead a bad taste, just boxing in general. Why it leaves a bad taste in your mouth is like, you know, when there's a champion that potentially shouldn't be the champion anymore, but that person's protected, you start to feel almost a negative way towards someone that is being, you know, like if they're siblings and one sibling's being like, never gets in trouble, all this, it's like, raw, like, it's just not fair. You know what I mean? If she's going to be the face, let her be the ultimate winner.
Persoon landed more punches throughout the
How many punches did she throw though? That'll be interesting.
So, 107.
Yep. Really?
107 out of 735.
Wait, she threw 700.
She threw 735 punches.
735
Taylor
punches.
landed 95 and threw 308 punches.
Look at the difference in terms of numbers of and these are 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
Throwing ran over 700 bangs, in 2-minute rounds and this is when what you said about if it was longer, because we would have seen a knockout.
If the rounds were longer, then we might start to see
we would see a knockout. Because Katie Taylor was getting back to her corner and her trainer was lifting her up. I don't know if you see.
Yeah, do you know what?
At the end,
to save the legs.
He was doing it from round.
They do it
4 or something.
But that's not because it's to save her legs of the standing up.
Yeah.
Because you know when fighters get pushed down, that standing up takes more energy out than you know what I mean? So it's just those little tricks to save they know the type of fighter they're in there with. So it's like, let's not waste energy standing up. Everything
is sends a mad message, because if you just imagine he was in the corner over there and he said, bro.
It's like when Floyd used to look at guys from across the ring and he'd like his dad would be standing here and he'd just lean and just look at him in the face.
You know what the game is.
Fam, that sends a mad message. That's like,
messages.
Tired? I ain't tired.
Yeah. This is it. So, again, Kate Taylor, like, amazing stuff for this boxing.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just want it to be fair, and it just feels, again, like the house always wins.
The thing is, I need to be fair to Taylor as well, because whilst I felt like Persoon won, calling it a robbery is too far.
It's not robbery, it's a draw though.
I know, and I think I tweeted robbery and a couple of people came at me and I was like, it was just a
emotional
response,
But then the scorecard was nuts.
Bro, 5.
That's why you was upset. That's why I called it a robbery. That scorecard was incredible. We've never seen anything. Well, we have. But we've seen that. But it felt like Vegas, son.
Yeah.
Except it was in the UK in the garden.
No, I hear that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
In other boxing news, Sean Porter fought this weekend as well.
I love Sean Porter, you know, because he makes everything. He does it all the time.
He'd love to give you a 12-round scrap.
Fight of the year.
He loves to give you a fight of the year contender. 12-round scrap, go for hell for leather, points. It's just something about him.
You know what's funny? Because when he said he fought, because I didn't watch it. But the fact that he fought, I said, I know exactly what it was. It was
12 rounds points.
12 round points could be contender for fight of the year, innit?
And it's bad because he can scrap and he can hit, but it's like,
It's just too messy now. I don't like the fact that everyone you fight, it looks like that.
I mean,
that's my problem with him. Everyone, there's got to be someone that's beneath you where you just, you know what I mean? Like,
get them out of here.
Get them out of here. But every time you fight, it's like, wow. You know what I mean? And maybe that's good for the fans, but I think sometimes you just want to see him do his work.
I just got a soft spot for Sean Paul. I just think he's a good fighter. I like
of course
watching his fight.
Naturally, as a fight fan, and I'm gonna go watch the fight because I'm speaking without seeing this fight. But I'm just saying that I already know how Sean Paul gives it up, and it's sometimes let's just do this thing, fam.
Just clean work,
But
I hear you, man. So now I want to obviously Canelo. There's some news about Canelo this week. Yeah, your
my
boy.
guy.
Yeah, your brethren, not my dog.
Yeah,
that's your dog.
Of course.
So
it's looking nuts.
His new opponent was announced. Right. Apparently, it was ordered by the WBC. And there's supposed to be Callum's supposed to be there, and plus let's bear in mind the names that's in the mix. You got Callum Smith,
Billy Joe,
Eubank Jr., Billy Joe. These are names just that want the Canelo fight. They've made it clear that they are ready to go.
Even Yard asked for. Did Yard want the?
I don't think so. I don't think I saw him in the mix.
When there's some talk, there was some.
Before lockdown. But
I'm saying, but these are names though. Yeah. I'm just saying in terms of.
So apparently the fight was announced that WBC have ordered Avni Yildirim to fight. Right. That's what the first statement was.
Yeah.
The WBC have clarified they didn't order Alvarez versus Yildirim. Canelo requested the fight and was supported by a vote within WBC of 36-1.
Then how can WBC say they didn't ask for it?
So now Alvarez wants to fight a guy that's been stopped by Eubank Jr. You want Eubank Jr.'s leftovers. And you want to tell me that his career has not been managed a certain way. Defend him.
Listen, all I'm saying is whoever Canelo's got behind him, Dylan, call those people up immediately because that's career management.
That's the formula.
End of the day, that one there is career management. I already know that Canelo, when it comes down to it, he does his business. You know what I'm saying? So still, even as I stand right now, I know if the Billy Joe Saunders fight gets made, Canelo's getting it done. If Callum comes up, Canelo's getting it done. Let's not even talk about my man. Just what I'm saying, he's getting it done. I don't know who the man out there is that's going to beat Canelo. I'll wait. We're standing here. So we'll take Yildirim and we'll just continue fighting. Whoever wants to step up, sign the thing. Obviously, it's going to be late notice because we run the thing. We're the A side. You know then we're there. Just stay ready, fam. If you're going to fight Canelo, you already know it's going to be late notice. Start training. Mentally think I'm fighting Canelo and he's going to take the piss out of me.
He's gonna hit you up and be like, 3 weeks time, what are you doing?
Saturday. Hey, can you imagine that? Cool.
Hey. Like, I've already started promoting the event. You just got to show up. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
So Tyson Fury's apologized for using the N-word, by the way.
Yeah. As a Fury fan, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. This is like when Kanye apologized to the black community. It's not the same. But when Kanye, you just want to think mental health. When Kanye talks, you just want to be like, I like you. Just like I'm just gonna talk for myself. It's the thing with Kanye when you think Kanye said so many hurtful things to us, as a community, and you think, but I just like you, Kanye. So I really want to take this apology. So when Fury was apologizing.
I can play it.
Yeah, play it.
I went training on that morning, done a 7-mile run, come back, had a shower, shave, and it was good, I enjoyed it.
While we talk about your birthday, it's the right thing to do for us to mention the fact you did get some media criticism and negative press about an Instagram live video where you were singing all the words to Juicy by Notorious B.I.G., including a word that you know full well that you shouldn't be using. So just wondering what you have to say about that incident in general, really.
Yeah, I was singing a song, my favourite rap song, Juicy, Biggie Smalls. Got carried away in the moment and I've offended some people. So I apologise for that. And I never meant to offend anybody. It's not my intention. I'm against any form of racism. I'm an advocate against racism. As a gypsy, I suffer racism on a daily basis, and I've got the most diverse team in boxing, so I'm absolutely against any form of racism, and I regret having offended anybody. So big sorry to everybody whom I offended. It's not my intentions.
So, moving on, back to boxing.
Listen, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm the worst person. I'm biased, bro. Like just watching Tyson Fury. I just like him as a person. There's something. I've been a fan of Tyson Fury from when he was wearing the
sombrero.
The fitted new. He had the fitted new eras, but the wide ones. Do you see what I'm saying? When he just looked like, he gave me Chappie vibes. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, you felt like he was in the culture. He was a visitor. You know, that wanted to be around and just that kind of thing. So if you go back and see the videos of Tyson Fury from back in the day, that's how long I've been a fan of him. And he's so charismatic that it just pulls you in. And it felt like he's the guy. You know when the Americans say we'd invite him to the cookout? He felt like the guy you invite to the cookout. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but I've always felt that. So when he apologized, I wanted to it's that thing of wanting to believe it. It's like a woman that gets cheated on. She gonna take him back in it. Do you see what I'm saying? Because like, he apologized. Tell all my friends. Do you know what I mean? And so my thing is, it's so tainted in that. So I had to really ask you as someone that's is not like, you've had your issues with Tyson Fury in terms of just how he moves. I'd have to ask you if that apology was sufficient. I think he still needs to do more. That's not enough. For me, that's not enough. It was a good start. There needs to be a statement. Do you know what I mean? The same way, come out and say, I shouldn't have spoken like, because that it was your birthday thing. Do you want to address this? No. Let's address this. Do you know what I mean? And the interviewer did the nice things to prop him up.
Yeah, props to the interviewer for even going there with the question.
I think they knew they wanted to talk about it.
Potentially.
They knew they wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, true.
It gave me all the feelings of that. It was planned.
Yeah.
You don't just throw that in there.
I mean, the thing is with me is that I have him down as a calculated individual now. So, yeah, I saw it. You know, you're doing the things that you know that you should do for something like this. And it's like, I think what's happened, that I'm quite indifferent to things that Tyson Fury does.
That's the word I was going to use.
So it hasn't moved me. It hasn't made me go, well, finally he's I don't have that feeling. I've just heard it and I'm like, this is another thing Tyson Fury is doing. Do you see what I mean? So it's like, that's just my feeling. I'm not going to speak and, he shouldn't have done it. He should apologize this way. I'm not going to get into that. The fact that you was there, I have you down as a calculated person in my head. I just will need to see more from this day.
From you.
Yeah. Because someone who violates me coming to say, yeah, sorry about that, bro. That's not, we ain't good now still.
Does that thing about him having a diverse team help in any way?
No, the reason why the video shocked me because he does have a diverse team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it doesn't help. It's not going to help. You know you had a diverse team.
Yeah.
You still said it.
This is what I'm saying, because sometimes it's so difficult, man. So and that's what I said. I'm the guilty girl that goes back, fam. That's what it looks like. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell you where I stand. Like, I want to believe him. I want to believe that all his intentions are good, because everything that I've seen from him in the past to now, because I'm getting on the history of following this person as a fighter, and I'm saying he hasn't shown me this until the awakening that's happened in the last, since lockdown. There's been an awakening, and he's shown me a different side of him, and he's shown me, as we said the episode, fishing for fans. Is this the calculated man, or all I'm gonna say is these boxers are watching this show?
Because when we speak, it seems to be like an instant reaction somehow. Literally, it's getting a bit nuts.
It's getting mad on point.
Bro.
Listen, if Dillian signs with them man next week,
someone needs to shout us.
Yeah. We need to talk about the one. We need to talk about one guy.
There's one guy that came up on my radar recently, and
it's the best in. You've said, how do you create a fighter?
Yeah.
You asked that question, and I think the answers are in this.
I mean, I'm just a fan. Like, I just watched him speak, and I'm like, yeah, I'm invested still. This guy, Alen Babic, fought this weekend. He's only 4-0.
Big up to yourself,
bruv. This dude,
super fans now.
I'm not sure what country he's from. Somewhere in Europe, but the energy that this guy's on, that's the energy I like in fighters, man.
He fought 8, man. He said that man was in the ring against 10 people.
Previous interview.
I knew this was going to be the fight. I know it. I was Eddie talk. He's a great. Everybody says he's great, but in our club with my coach, we train different. I'm telling you, I'm different breed of fighter. You know, I'm old school. I don't care about touching. Seeing what he's got. I don't care what he's got. I go in there and I finish people. I finish him in second round. Fourth minute. Parking in 6 rounds. I don't do that. You know, and they say I was small. I'm bigger than Jack Dempsey. Jack Dempsey was a killer. You know, I'm a killer. I'm not bodyweight. I'm not CrossFit. He's better than me in every of that category. He can bench higher than me. He can lift more. You know, everything. But nobody can box like me.
You dropped him in the first.
I love the gusto, fam.
He said
that's energy. Do you see?
He said you're ranked 1,000. There was one guy, Philip, the next fight, Hrgovic.
Hrgovic.
He's got, and Hrgovic said to him, "You're not. Don't talk. Why keep talking about me?" He said, "Oh yeah. Well, listen, I'm here now." Listen, this guy. He said he is a. He's
a personality that I want to see more of.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, straight. I saw him speak. I'm like
on the journey. Hearn, because he's working with Hearn at the moment.
I think he's Dillian's guy though.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It is this guy, is perfect. Please. Right now, this is a character. You see where Dubois doesn't have the characteristics?
Bruv, Alen Babic.
Babic. This is what we're talking
train,
about.
Bro.
But what you need to do now is you have to carve out his journey perfectly. Yes, he wants to fight and he sounds perfect. But if he takes 3 losses, I
won't care.
It's going to be nuts.
I won't care.
So right now, keep moving. You have to start moving clever.
That's
because
the new Dave Allen.
It's not even Allen. He could do something else. He could become great. All you need to do is carve it out for him. And that's what I'm saying. The backroom guys are important in doing that. You're talking about someone that's charismatic and straight off the page. Look at the comments. People, I'm rolling. Literally, everyone in the comment section say, I've just got a new favorite.
Let's see some more fights.
I believe you. Yeah. No, but this is what I'm talking about. It's not just the fighter's job to put him in position. The people behind the fighter are just as important in the route they take for him to be the guy. Do you see what I'm saying? So you know what fights to choose. I'm starting to learn boxing more. I used to just be a fan. Now I'm starting to see the mechanics of this thing. And there's a lot that happens to make this guy be the next thing. Yeah? Please carve out this journey because we need people that can speak. We need people that can capture the fans. Bro, he said that I've been in the kitchen.
Let's let him fight, fam. You did it.
No, because it's like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the journey that you have to do behind the fighter to build one up. Because a fighter doesn't, Katie Taylor has been built. Like, that's it. She has been built up to a place and now it's like, can she swim or not?
Yeah.
And right now, we're asking her, I don't know if she can swim, you know? Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't want to be disrespectful. She can swim, but I'm saying I don't know if she's as good as what we've had her to be. The same way with the journey with Boatsi, where Boatsi's on a journey and it's like, it gets to the point where it's out of our promoter's hands. And it's like, now we've done everything we can do. Are you the man? Do you see what I'm saying? When we step aside, so as you said, we haven't seen, Boatsi needs that fight now. Do you know what I mean? So you do all this bit, and you step back and say, is it the real deal? Same with Yard, same with everyone that comes ahead. So I'm saying, if you mismanage him, he'll just be gone. And that's someone that you need that person that's a craftsman.
We still need to see this man fight.
I know. I'm talking about I'm talking about the craftsmanship.
I know what you're saying.
That's what it's
but
only
the fighting is a big part of it.
Fighting is a big part of it.
Yeah,
it's you know what I mean? It's a big part, but then you can create a thing. You can create a vibe around someone. That's what I truly believe. Let him fight these people that have fought who's that guy that fought 66 times and 66 wins, 66 losses. Them guys, let him fight Mad Journey people that are just not gonna win. You get to 11-0 and start talking them interesting fights, them sweet ones. Anything's possible, bruv.
You know this guy? Innit? I'm like, right, you're probably invested.
I just like, because I like people that can talk. It's important.
He's a good character.
Talking is important. It's a big part of boxing. If you think you can just come in there and throw your hands and that's enough, you'll just be with them man, them two dons that just hit them. I'll see you on Friday. Nah, see you on Friday. I thought you're getting sleep tonight. I hope you got your book out. Yeah.
Hey.
All right, cool. Sorry, I just.
Did you bring a notepad?
I hope you got your notepad and got notes.
We've reached the end of this pod, man.
I hope the fans are happy with what we served up because we came to
omnibus episode. Dillian has fallen, but we believe he'll be back up.
He'll rise again like Lazarus. Lazarus rose again, you know. Yeah. It's biblical, bro.
I know that. I just was surprised at but hey. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and we'll see you next week.
All that good stuff.
Oh, wait. Shouts out to the comment champion of the week.
Oh, yep.
Jeremiah
Victor. Listen.
Big
Other
up
man
yourself.
them, if you
Step
let
your
him
game
do
up.
that.
Step your game up.
Let's go.
He's undefeated, I'll defeat him. I'm jabbing, I'm dodging, weaving. I'll uppercut him, I'll leave him bleeding. His cut man's gotta go hard this evening. 10th round, I can hear man breathing. But my fitness comes like a terminal sickness. It can't leave me, I train like I'm addicted. All this pain I've inflicted. Rip shot, leave a man winded. Take a knee, 10-8 round, that's me. Championship round, I'm sweet. Float like a butterfly, sting like bee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. WBO, WBC. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Undefeated, undefeated. Undefeated, undefeated.